Hi, guys. Happy Sunday. Okay, so first, I would like to say I apologize. I had to delete the live from last night. As fun as it was, I think people would have loved to watch it later. Um, because the Golden Girls, yeah, we were a comedy act. But Miss Ma'am here must have had too much vino because she thought she had cut the live off. And apparently, I did not leave out of StreamYard. And it was going on the whole night. And you could hear me snoring and stuff. I had no idea. My phone was sitting on the table. Had no idea until this morning when I got up and I happened to look at my phone and I saw a message from Paulie saying, "Hey, you're still live and we can hear you snoring." I was like, oh my gosh, no, no. A whole life of me live sleeping? No. Well, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I could see if I had did it, taped it, and then I listened to it first, but no, 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 no. And somebody's like, well, you could have went back and edited it. Well, y'all know I don't know how to edit. So, and then for some reason, I don't know what was going on with StreamYard. I couldn't get into it because I was going to try to go back and see what I could do, see if I could rewind it or whatever. But StreamYard wouldn't let me into the video itself, even though it was live. It wouldn't let me get in so that I could even turn it off. So that's why I deleted it, because I couldn't do it on the YouTube side, and StreamYard wouldn't let me in. It was crazy. So I was just like, you know what? We're going to just delete this. So, hey, it was one of those special moments. You had to be there. So for those who were in the live last night, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Y'all had me cracking up, and I drank too much wine, and that's why I take myself sleeping. Okay, so Martina sent me this. I had not heard of this. This happened this morning, well, early morning, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning at a bar, club, restaurant in St. Helena, South Carolina, which is actually, it's an island. It's one of the islands down around the Charlotte going towards Beaufort area, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a 299 area. I think is it going towards Beaufort, which would be going like towards Savannah, kind of that way. But when I looked up this bar, it showed me a different bar. So I don't even know how many Willie's bars they got down in that area. But apparently it was not the one that I saw. And I was curious to know whether or not it was a black owned or white owned, because I'm in South Carolina, so that does matter. We just had a judge whose house was set aflame last Sunday or the Sunday before, where her son and husband had to literally jump out the window. And of course, they were hospitalized because they got hurt pretty bad. Because people were upset because she wanted to know, they wanted the voter registration information and tax information of people of South Carolina, and this judge wanted to know why. And if they couldn't show why, she wasn't going to give them authorization to get it. So apparently people were not happy with what she said, and so that's what happened. So now I'm wondering, is this racially motivated? Because normally, I mean, it was quite a few people out there. So this is the deal. This guy right here is the owner. It is so sad. I'm going to show you a brief part of it. From what he was saying, this was an alumni weekend, and they had been having, I guess they had two. One was on Friday of one group, and then there was another group last night. And he said it was packed. They had renovated the bar and everything. Everybody was having a good time. People were dancing, drinking, laughing, blah, blah, blah. He said he was on the inside, so he didn't know what had transpired outside, but all he heard was rapid fire, like gunfire. I mean, like machine gun fire. There were 20 people that were injured. 4 were killed. They were all African American. And so that's why I thought when I pulled up the bar, I was like, this can't be the bar, because it was on Martin Luther King Boulevard. And most of those are normally in the black neighborhoods. So I was like, a white bar on Martin Luther King Boulevard? That's kind of odd. So Yeah, I was completely wrong on that. I think I typed that in the comment that I left to Martin when I told her I hadn't heard about it, but I went to look it up. So now I'm wondering who would just do a drive by and see a large group of African Americans outside of a bar restaurant, which this place is, locally known, so people would know who hung out there. And my thinking is normally when they don't say who it is or they don't show us who it is usually a Caucasian person. Because there's no way you were able to shoot 20 people and kill 4 and nobody else saw anything, no car, the person, the gun, nothing, no, there was no eyewitnesses. But we'll see. But I want to show you a little bit. This is so sad. I know this guy feels. I know he feels like he's responsible, even though he's not.
The first thing is.
This is a reporter talking to him about the incident.
I mean, yeah.
What are you doing if you remember?
One of the people that got killed was a security guard, which was his dad's best friend's son.
Yeah, so right before the shots fired out, I just brought my staff and we have our own club security that helps maintain the bars, and I just brought them out. I mean, we was getting ready the nights, we sat down and had to toast ourselves, just successful night, and that was it. Like, it's all downhill, like the work's done. Just ready, for everybody to get ready. Lights go on in 30 minutes, things get ready, it's like the night's over, like we're ready to go home. So, yeah.
Did you notice anything like a build-up before that took place?
No, this one of the ones where, like, you just can't, I couldn't have called it. There's been times when, like, we have conversations, getting too testy, like, kill the bar early, let's turn the lights on, let's thin the crowd out, there's times that you see things, and this is a club owner, like, you just gotta be, mindful of the crowd. You try to respond and react. Maybe, this is one of those times when, like, as a small business owner, I'm usually getting a few security, and me taking a, kind of a personal role of myself and securing the club. This is one of the times when, thought we had it fully handled. I mean, we had a full security staff. I mean, I don't think I've even ever, it might be the first time we had so many armed security, a professional company that came out. So, I mean, it's hard because it's just one of the times when, like, my eye wasn't, on the crowd as much as it would have been. So
it's your baby, it's your baby, it's your business, yourself. And so I see your staff here, and we talked to your staff first, and they're holding up pretty good in that sense. They're supporting, I can tell. How you guys are working together through this traumatic event?
I mean, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
For everybody who walked away, I'm thankful for everybody who's alive, who is safe. And we just gotta come together and support each other at this time. I mean, it's kind of what makes or breaks community. It's something that is happening. It's horrible, but we gotta find a way to make good of it. To make it better than how we found it. And just gotta find a way to work together and make tomorrow better. That these things don't happen.
So what are your plans at this point right now?
Probably too early to say. I mean, my focus right now is just the families that's involved. My staff, making sure that they're okay.
Okay, so Yeah, that's him. That is so sad because, like I said, I'm sure he feels responsible for what happened. But I've never owned a club. But like he said, it was packed. To him, he felt like he didn't watch the club as much as he normally would. But he had full security. He had a whole security company to come in. So I don't know what else he could have done, but. The one thing I haven't heard was somebody saying that two people were arguing like on the inside of the club before everybody was leaving. There was a altercation or something like that, and they took it outside, and somebody was mad. So far they're not saying, or they're claiming they don't know, but we will see. We will see how this pan out. It could be somebody that was mad at somebody that was in there, or somebody said something wrong to them, or looked at their woman, or looked at their man. Nowadays, you just never, ever, ever, ever know what's going on in people's heads. So, yeah, I'm going to keep up on this story and see what comes out of it. Yeah. So, I wanted to come on and say sorry about the live thing and show y'all that because Martin has sent it to me. All right. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.